Good morning, everyone. Father Trowbridge here for this week's midweek update on November 4th. It is a joy to be with you, and with you a little earlier than normal. We have a pretty zesty Wednesday, so I wanted to get this to you sooner than later. First, I want to focus on some of our past events, namely the celebrations, the feasts that we have just completed. Our combination of All Saints Day and All Souls Day was a beautiful time of prayer for the sake of our parish. On All Saints Day, we had our wonderful holy hour leading into the day that lasted throughout the night. So thanks to those who were a participant within that all-night adoration leading up to All Saints Day. But also we had a nice collection of saint relics on our altar, and I felt justice was done in acknowledging the blessed place that all of the saints have within our journey of faith. So thank you for that. We know that on Monday we celebrated All Souls Day. So if we kind of consider the three layers of the life of the Catholic Church, the highest layer is the Church glorified, the Church in heaven, all of the saints. The next layer is the Church in purgatory, being purified on their way to heaven. And the third is the Church on earth, the Church striving, the Church militant, we who are working out our fidelity to God. And these few feasts highlight the relationship that the three layers of the Church have with one another. So Monday was our opportunity to pray for those who have passed away, those who have not been declared saints or that we know are in heaven, and we pray for their eternal rest and eternal well-being. We had a couple extra event opportunities for the sake of All Souls Day. First, we had our Hispanic tradition of the Dia de los Muertos altar that was set up in our entryway. This is a display, an arrangement that's typically set up either within the cemetery or within another public place of the community, never really inside the church, but typically in this regard. But it's a memorial to those who have passed away. So it's, decorated very nicely with photos of loved ones who had passed or items from loved ones. So if, let's say, your grandfather who passed away was a baseball player, maybe you'd put a baseball on that altar. Whenever you see that, you would remember him. So things of this nature, but this helps us to kind of draw in and recognize how a Catholic culture that is part of our parish recognizes this great feast. Another thing that we did was we said we made visits to St. John's and to Winridge to celebrate or to pray the special prayers for those who have died on the day of All Souls Day when you are in the cemetery itself. So a very specific category of prayer that we were able to pray that day. And we got a good little turnout at each one. It's beautiful being with the faithful in the place where their loved ones are laid to rest. And we're praying for them, praying together. And this is an event. This is the first time we've done it on a parish level. And this is something that I most certainly want to continue to do in the future. So thanks for all of those who had attended that as well. There is a special grace, a special benefit given to those who visit a cemetery on All Souls Day and pray for the eternal well-being of the deceased. And typically it's within the novena of prayer for All Souls Day that this is made possible. And so, or rather the octave of All Souls Day, it's 8 days following. So, but on account of the pandemic, the Holy See, the Vatican, has issued a permission to increase that opportunity throughout the month of November for the sake of earning a plenary indulgence when you go and pray at the cemetery for the deceased. We had a Facebook post identifying the importance of praying for the dead. I do believe we posted that on the 2nd of November. So please visit our page and see that. And I'll be putting up another article today on our Facebook page identifying what this plenary indulgence thing is and what the Vatican announcement had indicated. So please stay tuned there for a little more information. Very good. I also want to thank all of those who came last Saturday and assisted at our SSPP gym, God's Yard Maintenance. We had a few more things to take care of, some sidewalk edging and some other tree branch removal, and we got all that work done. So I want to thank those parishioners who came out last weekend and the weekend before for helping us with our fall sprucing up, our fall maintenance of our property, getting ready for winter. I really do appreciate that. It saves us a ton of money and a lot of hassle, and it keeps our parish property looking beautiful. So thank you for your efforts and for your sacrifice and for all of those who coordinated us. It's just a wonderful gift. So I wanted to focus on some current news. Just recently, Father Michael McGivney was made a blessed through a celebration mass just this past weekend. What that means is that a miracle was attributed to his intercession after his cause of sainthood was opened, and he advances into that next step of being formally declared a saint. Father McGivney is a name that you may recognize, especially if you are a Knight of Columbus. He was the founding priest of the Knights of Columbus back in the 1800s. And this opportunity, or this beatification, is a wonderful point of celebration for the Knights of Columbus family, for the church at large, but in a special way for the fraternity of the Knights, not only in the United States, but throughout the world as well. We had posted a little 5-minute video on Facebook on the 31st of October, a little 5-minute documentary. Who is Michael McGivney, the founding of the Knights, a little bit about his family, a beautiful little story. But that little 5-minute video is actually kind of a long trailer, if you will, for the 27-minute documentary that was produced for the sake of this beatification, so that people would know who Michael McGivney is a little more accurately. So my invitation, one, to all of our Knights is to jump up on the Knights of Columbus YouTube channel, and that 27-minute biography of Father McGivney has been posted recently, so please consider that. But also to all the men in our parish, Father McGivney founded the Knights for the sake of a fraternal camaraderie that strengthened every Catholic family and also looked out for the needs of our local parish families who have experienced loss or financial difficulty. So kind of under that purview of St. Vincent de Paul, right? How they exist for the sake of assisting those in our community in need. And so I think there's a beautiful relationship in mission with the Knights of Columbus and St. Vincent de Paul as well. So just an awesome kind of Catholic celebration there for the beatification of Father Michael McGivney. Last weekend, or a week and a half ago.
It's 7:45.
There you go, 7:45. 2 Sundays ago, I had a post-mass announcement read, which focused upon Pope Francis. And basically, we wanted the dust to settle a little bit on the story. There was a lot kicked up based upon a few quotes that he had. And on the 27th of October, we had posted a video that was produced by Jason Evert to explain the situation of the Holy Father. The reason why I selected this video at that time is because of the materials produced within the Catholic world of media and reporting. His video was the one that approached the topic the most directly, but also with the most faithful tone and respectful tone to the Holy Father in his voice. It's one of the things that we must always remember, or the two things that we always strike a balance between within the Catholic life. One, we never turn our brain off. We never just listen to somebody blindly and go. We never stop being a moral person. But we're also a family of unity and a family of obedience. And so we never stop thinking, but we question within a spirit of faithfulness. And I think Jason Evert does a very, very good job of that. So if you haven't seen that yet, I think the first half of the video, he talks about the Pope Francis issue directly. And in the second half, he speaks with a young lady who is active within same-sex ministries, and even herself tells her story a little bit. So it's a very kind of compassionate video in that regard. So Jason, this is his wheelhouse. He speaks on, chastity and upholding the moral teaching of the church with sexuality and things of that nature. So he's very articulate in that, and has been for several decades. I saw him as a junior high student on the Catholic speakers circuit when I was young. So know of him very well. Very good. In conclusion, with respect to our Holy Father, I do have a short video that I want to produce for the sake of just the parish and granting a little insight from my perspective about the situation and our Holy Father. I haven't done it yet, but I'm looking to do so. So hopefully in the next day or two, I'll be able to check that off my to-do list and get that out to you guys. Looking to things that are coming up in the future. This past weekend, we had announced at the parish that the Diocese of Rockford is opening the invitations to the Silver and Gold Anniversary Celebration and Acknowledgement for all of those married couples who are celebrating their 25th and 50th wedding anniversaries. We have posts on not only our Facebook page, but also on our website on the diocesan information that's available for that, and how to sign yourself up if you have a milestone anniversary this year. Now, obviously, every anniversary is a milestone anniversary. And I would like to say, as a little side comment, with the friends that I have on Facebook who are parishioners, I have been just over the moon impressed with the way that you couples, you families, kind of honor and promote, celebrate, acknowledge your anniversary. The wedding photos, the beautiful messages to your spouse in that public social media forum, that's fantastic. We need to keep celebrating the family. We need to keep celebrating life. We strive hard for the health of our marriages, for the health of our families, and it's good for the social media world to be imbued with this positive, faithful material. It's a good thing for our children to see. It gives them something to aspire to. So continue embracing the value and dignity and gift of marriage. Keep celebrating your anniversaries in a beautiful way. And this is another manner for us to assist in that culture of promoting marriage within family life. So something that we would like to do as well to kind of add to that celebration, that if you are celebrating a 25th or 50th wedding anniversary, we'd love to kind of share and promote that joyful occasion. And we'd be happy to receive a photo of you and your beloved, maybe a today or recent picture, and a wedding photo if you have it. And then we would like to post them on Facebook on the day of Bishop Malloy's virtual mass, wherein he commemorates all of our silver and gold couples. So, so that invitation is there. Thank you very much. Looking forward to Thanksgiving. On Thanksgiving Day, we will have an adjustment to our Mass schedule, as has been typical the last several years. The 6:30 and the 8 o'clock Mass are not scheduled. Thanksgiving morning, we'll have one 9 a.m. daily Mass, and we will live stream that for the sake of our faithful who are unable to be out and about as we would rather be, right? So we are planning to do that, but just so you know, for family plans, maybe even the people who are attending to things in preparation who wouldn't be able to be at the Mass, maybe flip it on that old kitchen TV or laptop and pray with us. So Thanksgiving Day plans there. And just so we know, talking about the holiday season, we've had a lot of small conversations in the office about Advent and Christmas schedule planning for the sake of this, let's say, I'll call it Corona Advent and Christmas, I guess you could say. So a lot of good ideas, but we're going to pull together as a staff the end of this week and the beginning of next and pull some details together for Advent and Christmas. That pertains to our Advent mission, our confession opportunities, our Christmas Mass schedule, our live streaming schedule, all things of that nature. So we can pay attention to that in the coming days. Until then, know of my prayers for you, for your loved ones, within this election day, post day. I just wanted to pray a special blessing for peace upon our nation and upon our community, and to know that we will continue to persevere in whatever situation lays in front of us. So let not the wind of the world take us away from the joy of the faith. Okay? Know of my prayers for you and your loved ones, and God's blessing upon you. Saints Peter and Paul, pray for us.